Welcome to the Deck Exploration Series, where we make mediocrity manageable. On today's episode, we'll be looking at a brand new TCG exclusive card from Blazing Vortex, Coordius the Triphasic Dealmon. Did I say that right? Then find me someone who knows. So as of the time of me recording this video, Blazing Vortex has just come out, and I have to say, it's a real banger of a set, with such amazing cards as the Armed Dragons and S-Force, and such amazing TCG exclusives as War Rocks. Okay, so the set's not great, but I'm hoping to find a hidden gem here, a diamond in the Wrath. So Coordius is a fusion monster, and it can be summoned using one Synchro, one Xyz, and one Link. Of course you could use Super Poly to summon this card, but I'm looking to summon it a little bit more consistently, as it has a really interesting effect that I'm looking to exploit. Its effect reads, you can pay life points in multiples of 2,000, and apply one of the following effects for every 2,000 life points paid. You can only apply each effect once. Its first effect lets you add one spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Its second lets you destroy 3 cards your opponent controls. And its third makes this monster gain attack equal to half the difference between your life points and your opponent's. Also, this monster becomes the only monster that can attack this turn. So the goal of this deck is to summon out Coordius using Deep Sea Diva. There's a 1-card combo using Deep Sea Diva to summon this card. The rest of the deck is here to function as combo pieces for the combo, or to assist the combo and be sure that we can pull it off, or to make the combo a little bit stronger. So without further ado, let's head over to some replays and see exactly what this deck can do. So our first replay here demonstrates exactly how the combo works. So the combo starts off through the normal summon of Deep Sea Diva. Deep Sea Diva is going to summon the Atlantean Prince. Atlantean Prince will use its effect sending Dragoons to search Dragoons. The Dragoons in the grave will then search our Minstrel. Minstrel will rip a card out of the opponent's hand. This helps deal with hand traps. You're then going to sink into Goyo Defender, use its effect to summon Goyo Defender, use that Goyo Defender to summon another Goyo Defender, and go into Isolde. Isolde summons out Boots. That way you can grab a Fogblade at the end of your combo. You're going to go into the Predaplant Verte Anaconda, sending Miracle Synchro Fusion, and getting out Coordius. Coordius will then use its effect to grab Twin Sword of Flashing Lightning from the graveyard and use its third effect. You equip the Twin Sword so that Coordius can attack twice. This is important because in its third effect, it limits the card to being the only monster that can attack that turn. This bypasses that, allowing it to function as an OTK tool. So now that we know how the combo works, let's get into another replay, this time against True Draco. So we're going to start off with the same combo that we did last time, but this time we're going first. So we're going to do things slightly differently. We're going to use Minstrel to look at the opponent's hand and, oh god, we find out we're playing against True Draco. It's like looking into the future and knowing you're going to die, but not being able to do anything about it. It's just awful. I hate True Draco, and so should you. So we finish off our combo and get into Coordius. We're going to use Coordius in order to bring back our Miracle Synchro Fusion. This card has an interesting secondary effect, as if it's destroyed while it's set, you can draw a card. We're going to go ahead and set everything and hope for the best. And our opponent does the same. We're going to normal summon Swap Frog, or rather special, that way we can normal summon it, and bring back our Rodentodon in hopes of getting into Totally Awesome, and our opponent flips over summon limits. God, I just hate True Draco. It's just a thoroughly awful experience to play against. They're going to go ahead and pop our Coordius, use Solemn Judgment to stop our stuff. Boy, it's just such fun and interactive gameplay. We're going to pass to our opponent since we can't do anything. They're going to start doing all their True Draco nonsense. They're going to pop our back row, and they pick the Miracle Synchro Fusion, so we get to draw a card. They get to get another trap, but oh hey, look at that. We managed to draw Harpy's Feather Duster. There's hope. And we use the Phantom Knight's Fogblade to save ourselves so that we can resolve the Harpy's Feather Duster. And our opponent's going to draw a bunch of cards during main phase 2, setting up even more back row. And you know what? I feel pretty good about this. We do have the Harpy's Feather Duster. So they go ahead and pass. We're going to activate the Harpy's Feather Duster. They activate Metaverse to grab their stuff, hoping to play into next turn. But we do have a Deep Sea Diva. And fortunately, we do have a secondary play line, as we can go ahead and go into Crystron Needle Fiber. Crystron Needle Fiber goes into Effect Failure. We're going to use our Rodentoden to go into Nightmare Unicorn to bounce back their card. And then we're going to go into Access Code Talker, gains 3,000, pops the board, and we get in for lethal. Let's go. I hate True Draco, and so should you. So the last of our replays is a best of 3 versus Shadal, and unfortunately, we're going second. Our opponent immediately searches for a Schism through the use of Nadir's Servant. Sets up for a Maximus, and fortunately we do have an effect failure for that, and our opponent is forced to pass from here. Unfortunately, we don't have a Deep Sea Diva. The best we can do is search for one with Atlantean Prince for next turn and pass. Our opponent is going to immediately switch everything into attack mode and get over our Atlantean Prince, get some damage in, and successfully resolve Maximus this turn, allowing them to search into more of the Shadal package and set things up further. Our opponent's going to pass from here. We do have the Deep Sea Diva. We are going to normal summon that, and unfortunately our opponent will activate the Schism. We get our life points back with our Dogwood, but unfortunately we lose thanks to Window. We cannot play out of this, so we're forced to scoop. Okay, off to game 2, and this time I've opened about as well as I possibly could. So we're going to start things off by summoning the Swap Frog, ditching another Swap Frog. Send the Rodentoden, bring the Swap Frog back, and we're going to use Deep Sea Aria to search for our Deep Sea Diva. From here, we're going to do the Coordius combo, searching Dragoons, sending Dragoons, searching Minstrel, and we're going to rip Invoker from the opponent's hand. Sync for our defenders, and then from here, we are going to go into our I Sold. I Sold summons out the Boots. Then we're going to overlay into Leviair. Now from here, we can get either our Swap Frog from the grave, or we can get our opponent's Invoker taking that out. But knowing they have a second one, we're going to go for the Swap Frog. That way we can get out an easy, totally awesome. We go ahead and bring out our Coordius and bring back our Miracle Synchro Fusion. We set 2 Fog Blades after searching one of them and passing. Our opponent Dark Ruler No More's our field. We don't get the totally awesome, but we are going to do our best from here. Get our Spooky Dogwood so we can start gaining back life points. Our opponent goes into Mechaba. Goes with Nadir's Servant, sending Unts and popping one of our Fog Blades. They're going to summon out Ecclesia, searching out Maximus. Maximus gets its effect, but we are gaining life points this entire time thanks to our Spooky Dogwood. They are going to search for the Schism. This is what lost us game 1. They're going to go ahead and wipe our board, all excluding our Coordius. They're going to get some stuff back, set the Schism, and pass back to us. We're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to activate our Miracle Synchro Fusion a second time and go into our Goyo Emperor, knowing that they're going to be able to get out the window. Now, unfortunately, we do know that our opponent has the second Alistair in hand. So we're going to have to play things a little bit differently here. We do negate the window, and we're able to get our access code talker, and we're going to pop the board as well as we can, use the Goyo Emperor to steal the opponent's Maximus, attack the last monster, and it is Hedgehog. They're going to grab the Shadal Fusion, and from here, they have essentially 2 free fusion summons on top of the Alistair, and I don't think that we're going to be able to come back from this. We have virtually no way to continue playing if the opponent wipes our board, and they are going to just go completely off, get into the new Invoked Fusion, use Schism to get into a second Construct, and from here, unfortunately, this is just absolutely game. They go for the El Shadal Fusion getting into Winda for exact game, and we are out. Okay, so we're back with the deck, and let's do the pros and cons. So, this is an OTK deck that struggles to go second. While it's able to function off of one-card combos, ironically, you're not really going to win unless you're going first. Coordius does have some extremely powerful effects, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too difficult to summon off of a combo. You're better off leaving this as a super poly target. So unless somebody can find an FTK that this card enables, I think we're just going to have to leave it at that. A really good super poly target. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me in the comments section down below what you'd like me to look at next. Special thanks this week goes out to Dan Gallagher, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.